Sun's just coming up. It's a lovely thing. It was darn cold last night. I quit checking it about 34, and that was like at 1 in the morning. I think I went down to 28 last night, 27. And tomorrow night, I don't know, it's supposed to go down into the teens, and I've only got a summer bag with me, so I may just get a room. Bike got a little cold. But man, is it pretty. I didn't want to get out of bed till the sun started peeking up. It's my little well that I'm in to kind of stealth camp. Hopefully nobody finds me here. The only sign that was up there on the fence just said no vehicles off-road. So I assume that that's the road to Ojito Mesa, and it goes through somebody's ranch, which this is. Had a fun last night. Some little young coyotes. I have coyotes a lot of times. I guess you have them all over, I imagine. I don't know. But here in New Mexico, we have them all the time. And but there was young ones. You could tell by their voices. It was really kind of cute because they never came too close to the tent, but they were making noise when a big plane went overhead. I think this must be in some kind of pattern because military planes go over. Something big, or it was either big or it was flying low. I was in the tent, but it made a lot of noise, and the little coyotes went off. It must have scared them. I thought that was cute. All right, I'm gonna have some breakfast.
Yeah, I have no idea why I kept the camera aimed at the ground so much there. But anyway, yeah, it was fun. The little coyotes really were fun for me. This is a little repair shop I saw up there. That bike trip, I took the train from Los Lunas up to Bernalillo, New Mexico, and then from there I just pedaled up to Cuba, New Mexico, spent that one night out there in I actually think it was BLM land, but there was a lot more to that story because I had stopped at another place that has a sign and it's BLM land, and I learned a good lesson because I was trying to do things right, and I had called. On the sign it says call the BLM if you want to, for access. Well, I called and they said, yeah, come to Albuquerque and you can pick up a key. Well, I was already 40 miles out of Albuquerque and on a bicycle. I wasn't about to do that. So I pedaled another 5 miles or so and just went down a dirt road. So I really didn't know for sure where I am, but now looking back, I think I was on BLM land, just a different part of it, where they may not necessarily have wanted me to camp. Anyway, I was up there and I did end up renting a hotel room, and it was blowing snow the next day, freezing cold. And I went pedaling around on my bicycle, and this little spot, it looked like some kind of backwoods repair shop to me. On the garage that's on the far right there, which was offset kind of back, there was a truck from a tractor trailer rig sitting in there, and there was a trailer on the right hand side. I painted some kind of light color, I can't remember, But on the far right, there was a trailer sitting there that looked like it was from the 1940s or something. Man, it was pretty old. Anyway, I just really liked the scene. I thought it was pretty interesting and old and cool, you know. So this is normal for me. Right here is the whole place was made out of wood with metal, you know, kind of nailed to the side of it, metal panels. So that's just some, I think it's burnt sienna I put on there. And a little, I would imagine it's ultramarine blue with a little Payne's gray for the tin roofs. There was some kind of a bright gas tank thing here that I paint in a minute. Yeah, that was a fun trip. I love doing those on the bicycle, but you got to be in shape. I haven't been riding enough lately. The bike alone weighs about 100 pounds by the time you get the panniers and some water and your sleeping gear, you know, and the weight of the bicycle. And then you add your own weight to that. And you need to be in some kind of reasonable shape. I think most people that ride bicycles daily, you know, that do that all the time, would probably make that trip in just a day. It's only about 70 miles. And I split it into two by, you know, little 35 mile days by sleeping there in the desert. But what a pretty sight. So just adding a little shadow there. When I was there, the sun was on the right-hand side. I probably could have made a few of the things a little brighter, you know, put a little bit of lemon yellow in them. And on the right-hand side to bring out the fact that the sun was shining out from that side. At least I think it was. We'll see. When you see the picture, you can tell me or judge for yourself what you want to do with it. Yeah, Cuba, New Mexico, it's a kind of it's a neat place, but it's back, you know, it's kind of off the beaten path. So they used to have water shortage problems. For some reason, I don't know, understand it. I never knew much about it, but the place has never really quite thrived that I know of. You know, it's got a Subway sandwich shop and a dollar store or one of those, which I don't really care for, but and there's a small privately owned grocery store and things like that, a couple of hotel, motel kind of places. But it does have a lot of things to paint because it's got these old buildings around it, you know. They never got replaced, thankfully. That yellowish thing there I just painted was a old, like a 1940s, the trailer for a semi rig, you know, the big trailer. Well, anyway, guys, I'm just kind of rambling here. So at the end, the same normal thing, the credits are going to come up, and then I left you the photograph that I used for this picture, and of course you can do one of your own. And if you just have not got a lot to do this morning, I left a couple of clips from that bicycle trip, just my breakfast, me having some breakfast at the end of the video. So the video is not really 20 minutes long. Just those two clips make it 20 minutes long. And I'm just adding little finishing touches here, and we will throw the mat over it and put a signature on it. Thinking about doing this one in oils. I really like this place. I might do a larger oil painting of this one. So anyway, I had a great time doing it. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you draw something today. And if you can't get out and do something, why, do something on your couch, but get something creative done. Listen, travel, look around, have a great life, and doodly poop. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care now.